It's a really good question, and parents really should be educated and aware of what's happening with babies, and then when do they cross the line over to, using adult products. So it's very individual. Some children, some babies rather, will probably stay with water until they're 3 or 5 years old. Some will only last months. So the parent really has to decide, is my baby's hair healthy? Is it growing? Is it thin? If you look at some babies, they have this fabulous head of hair when they're born, and then they keep that. And some babies are born with hardly any hair or no hair, and then it takes years for it to start coming in. So we need to take a look individually at the baby, and the parents or whoever is around that can suggest to start using really, and of course, don't use anything that's really not natural. The foaming is becoming carcinogenic. Cancer is becoming too big of a problem, this dis-ease that we're facing. And so with the babies, you really want to get highly educated and find out, can I trust these companies? Can I trust these products? What's really happening here? And we have Alzheimer's and all these new diseases. There's thousands of different types of cancers. I don't want to be an alarmist, but bad enough with the adults. Please get educated and find out what's going on here. All the Morocco method products are safe for babies, number one, and certainly for children, and they're pet friendly also. But we've had a lot of babies who have cradle problems or scalp problems. So we've created oils, like we have our Elixir series oils that is really nurturing. And the baby, if you use water after a period of time, is the hair growing. So I've had a lot of mothers who basically said, my daughter and my son's hair is the same since they were born until they were 2-3 years old. How come? His hair is not growing. Her hair is not growing. So we'll get into this later on. But of course, the lunar hair chart, cutting your hair with the moon, is really a necessity. So I start them off by cutting the child's hair, the baby's hair, with the lunar chart. But they also start using the shampoos on them and some of the oils like Euro oil. And the hair starts growing. And then teenagers, of course, they're the most difficult. Because when we get to that age, we want to be our own self. We want to break away from the family, want to break away from everything, and we want to be, there's a lot of peer pressure. And there's a look. There's always that look. Whenever, I don't know, in the 40s there was a look, 50s, 60s, 70s, and now there is a look. I think every 10 years it's like the look. And how many chemicals does it take to get that look? So I had a lot of teens using styling products, and they're all polymers. If you look at the styling products, they're actually liquid plastic. So do your research and find out what is a polymer. Well, it's petroleum. It's liquid plastic. And you're putting that on your hair, which goes on your scalp, which actually seeps down into the crown chakra, and it goes into our blood, and then it's going to go through the body. And if you're using it over and over again, like sodium lauryl sulfate or polymers, after a while the body can't detox it. It's too much. So what does it do with those polymers and SLS? They store it in the glands. And that's really another shocking situation of where a lot of cancers are coming from. It's like thousands of different types because the body can't detox fast enough, or if you're using these products constantly, it's not really healthy. So styling products for teenagers, Morocco Methods created Blood of the Dragon styling gel, which is mild, which is 100% aloe vera and a few herbs. Then we have a pomade. So they're very safe. So for the teenagers, please try to educate them and realize it's not the look, it's their health. And they can really do, if they, dye their hair pink and green and blue and mohawk and shave, well, okay. They're, going through their growing phase, which we all have to, hopefully we go and get out of it. The babies, of course, is our responsibility because they're not at that age yet. But look at your styling products, read the ingredients, look at Morocco Method styling products, and really be aware of what the teenagers are using. Yeah, this is a new modern epidemic that's happening in school because 1 or 2 children, unfortunately, will bring this into the school system, and it's an epidemic. We have on our website an entire study, an article on how to take care of lice because it's a big problem in school. But simply to take our Euro oil and just put it all over the head and the oil itself will drown the lice. That's number one. And you can leave it in all night. You can actually put a towel over your pillow, or you get a ski cap and pull it over your head. But that's a great way to get rid of the lice. And then our Zen Detox is excellent. You can just do a Zen Detox treatment and read all the directions. That's also amazing. And then our shampoos, I would recommend highly the Earth shampoo because of the clay. And the Moroccans really understand, because they do miraculous healing with clay in Morocco, that clays are very, very healing, and they have extraordinary properties to them. So that shampoo would be very beneficial for lice. But we do have a very detailed article on lice, 100%.